What's up, YouTube? We are live with another video. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everybody that's viewing this broadcast. This is a very emotional subject that I'm about to get into. I'm talking about President Donald J. Trump. A young man tried to take President Trump's life. And so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to give you a full breakdown of this video. I'm going to play some clips from Fox News because it's have been a lot of misinformation about the failed attempt on President Trump's life. Like this young man really tried to take and kill the president. And a lot of people do not know that he's protected by the Secret Service, and that sources are saying that President Trump have been trying for weeks to get more protection from the Secret Service, and that the Secret Service have denied those complaints from Trump campaign. Now, the shooter was on the roof, and nobody from the Secret Service stopped him. He was able to get on the roof with a rifle. It was a witness in the Trump campaign, the Trump rally, that literally said, hey, we saw the guy with the rifle, was telling the police, they ignored us, they kept going. And I want to play a clip because people is just really just making fun of this, saying it was all a plan. It was planned to do this, and Trump staged this, and it's crazy because it's run by Democrats to say that, and it's a flop conspiracy. So I'm going to show you all. I'm going to go to Fox News here because it's like the only news outlet that keep it real. And it's some clips I want to play here from Fox News. And I urge you all to watch Fox News. Give me a second here. I want to find where it was a witness. Give me a second. Okay, that was Ramaswamy said God intervened on the behalf of Trump in this country, but it was a clip of a witness that said they pretty much seen okay. Now, this one clip that's up here about a witness said about a suspicious van. So I want to get that way here. Hold on one second. I want to play that clip. And then it was another clip that I do want to find. I cannot find it right now. So if anybody can find that clip that Fox have, because Fox give the real news here. But this clip I do want to play. Here we go.
Breaking right now, correspondent Alexis McAdams has an exclusive interview with the neighbor who shot this video of a suspicious van being towed away from the scene last night. Alexis.
Hey, Martha. Sorry, I didn't know if you were talking to me. I couldn't tell yet. But okay, I'm going to talk to him right now. I'm going to bring him in. This is Billy Toma, Martha, who we've been talking to. We actually met him out there at the scene yesterday. He lives right near where this all happened at that rally. And you also recorded some video. As we see now, the suspect's van was parked right in your street. And they all kind of had it closed off, Martha, because they didn't want people from the rally to park on your street. So then you knew this guy's car wasn't supposed to be there. Walk me through what you saw.
So I came home a little bit before 5. Saw a park there. Didn't really think too much of it. It was the only spot in the whole yard or the whole road that wasn't blocked off. So later on in the night, everything happened, and we got home, and we were sitting there and saw cops all lined on the street. So whenever we looked out, we walked outside and saw them opening up his vehicle and everything. When the cop opened it, everybody else jumped back and was trying to stay out of the way. Here I am worried about it blowing up or whatever's going on. So,
I mean, to find out that this happens and the former president gets shot nearly right in the head, almost assassinated across the street from your house, and then to find out that the gunman's car was possibly parked right in front of your house. How many cops are we talking about that were out there surrounding this van? And was there a license plate on the back of that van?
there's probably 5 to 10 cars out there, and there was an Arizona plate on the van. And there was probably 15 cops altogether, all outside of the van. And then, like I said, whenever the one opened up the door, the rest of them all jumped back, trying to stay out of the way.
Did the police talk to you at all? I know you were out there with your son. Were you guys worried for your safety?
We weren't not worried, but yeah, we didn't talk to any cops or anything. They waved hello, but that was about it. So,
okay, well, thanks for talking to us. So that's just kind of some of the witnesses, Martha, out here. But we want to get to some of the video and some of the live pictures that are happening right now in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, here in the swing state. Take a look there on your screen. You can see this is the home of the gunman who's now been identified by the FBI as Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park. So we saw a county bomb squad that rolled in earlier throughout the morning into the afternoon. Police telling us bomb-making materials were found inside of that home there and also inside of the gunman's van that we're talking about here. To Billy, multiple IEDs, Fox finding out from sources, according to our David Spunt. So this search comes just hours after investigators found a van parked in that neighborhood, walking distance from the rally. We know police canines were out there. As we just heard, they kind of pulled open that door there. So we're still learning more, but just to find out that this guy could have parked right across the street and walked right over to this rally just kind of shows you the perimeter of security wasn't as strong as many people thought, Martha.
That's for sure. Alexis, thank you.
All right, so that was Fox News. They were interviewing a witness, and they were saying a potential bomb. The bomb squad was there. I want to also, when I was watching Fox News, they said a point about the Secret Service. For my viewers, if you do not know, the president, the former president, is protected by the Secret Service. The issue here, the Secret Service is led by this woman. I want you all to see her, head of the Secret Service. Give me a second. I want you all to look at this woman right now. I'm going to give a picture of her. And she is the head. Where is she at? Where's her picture? Where's the picture at? Hold on. It's a woman. And she used to work on the Vice President Biden on his detail. And he promoted her to the head of the Secret Service. Her sole position is, I want to hire more women. I want more women on the Secret Service. I want more women, more women, more women, more women, more women. Instead of her saying, hey, I want more qualified, tall people that can do their job, she just wants more women. More women, more women, more women. She never said, I want more qualified people to lead it, to be in the Secret Service. President Donald Trump should have the best of the best. Now, when we were watching Fox News, President Obama, when he ran, he had shields up, he had tall men, dominant, masculine men. But President Trump, he's running for president, and a former president, little small women that was scared. They were terrified. And I think that this is a very serious job. And we have a potential that President Trump have what it takes to be the future president, the next president, and they slacking. Now, I don't know if people want to say this, but it seems to me that this is all by design to not allow President Trump to win and to not even be alive. It's like, if you're not giving him what he wants, more Secret Service protection, that is telling me and many Americans What, you don't want him to breathe? Because if you're slacking up with his detail, you open the door up for more threats. And it's disgusting to me that a former president, that they were able to get his ear. This is clearly not a trained assassin, because if this was a trained assassin, this would have been a whole nother conversation. Thank God that this was a person that wasn't trained. But what I feel that is by design is that they're not giving President Trump what he demanded and wanted, requested, better protection. And this is not an indictment on the Secret Service. This is an indictment on President Biden for electing or selecting a woman that her sole job, I just want women. I just want women. I want qualified. She don't say qualified. Just give me women because she's a woman. No, you're not out there protecting. Being a Secret Service agent really should be with men because it's a very physical, demanding job. I believe they should have women in more supportive staff, but this ain't no time for you to up there talking about we want to be DEI, we want to be inclusive. Baby, we want to make sure that the president don't get harmed. This is an embarrassment. And when President Biden was giving his speech, or when he was addressing the Oval Office, there's no way in the world. The first thing he said, I fired my Secret Service, the head of the Secret Service. She's had been relieved of her duties. And you need to call President Trump and say, hey, who would you like to lead the Secret Service? Because this wasn't going on when he was the president, when Biden was running for president. He didn't get harmed. President Trump had the best to lead the Secret Service. Their sole job was, the motto was qualified people, not we just need a quota, we need a bunch of women. No. I won't want them women guarding me. You should have just seen the women. Let me see if I can find, oh my gosh, because this is not me coming against women. I believe women are beautiful. I believe women are this. But this is not for women. Sorry. The women they had on stage were short, small, petite. It's just like, I don't understand. I get it. The president, I don't want to help my ops and blah, blah, blah. But no, this is bad on Biden. Now, because this is a failed assassination attempt, now the Democrats, now they scrambling. Okay, President, you go address that. Because Trump like, fuck this. I'm going to the Republican National Convention because I got to pick my VP and I'm going to speak in Milwaukee. Now the Democrats, they thought Trump was going to be he's not that type of president. He's not that type of, if President Trump can breathe and walk, blah, 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 he going out there and you supposed to do this. Unfortunately, Democrats, y'all not together. Obama not that together, because when President Obama was getting those threats because he was a black man and those Democrats didn't want him to get it, he had the best protection ever. Ever. You couldn't get close to him. That protocol went out the window for Trump. Oh, he's MAGA, he's racist, he don't need this, we're not going to do that. And it's wrong, because the reason why we're blaming President Biden for this, he's a part of the blame. He's a part of the blame because you slept at the wheel allowing that woman that I ain't going to let her guard my dog better yet than a former president. Yes, this is on the president's desk. Yes, the president is part of this because he is in charge of the Secret Service. He picked the person in charge. If it's witnesses that have went to reporters and said, we were telling them there was a guy with a rifle, these whatever down there, oh, whatever, well, just ignoring them, he got on the roof, he started shooting. That is a major failure of the Secret Service. They have failed. Everybody that was on that detail should be fired. There should not be one person that is on that detail. They should be let go. And that they should listen to Trump. And Trump should be like, I want the people that had my back. He know the agents that have his back. But it just so had they gone. And number little women. No, you're trying to make a political statement. This ain't no motherfucking time to make a political statement when President Trump's life is at risk. This ain't no time to make no motherfucking statement. If you want women on the detail, to get them bunch of women to guard Biden. They can give them some chocolate ice cream. Have them to guard President Obama. If you want to make a political statement, Democrats, then let them guard the Democrats. President Trump ain't for, I want to make a statement, I want women. No, he want people that is qualified, so if a bitch try to get me, you take their ass out. Damn, like these Democrats, they're so stuck on, I want to make a political statement. I want to be inclusive. Fuck no. You want a motherfucker to do the job if they qualify, period, point blank. This should not be. You want somebody qualified. Can you do the job? If you see somebody trying to take me out before they get to me, can you take their ass out? Not because, oh, you black. Oh, you're a woman. Hell no. If you running for president, if you looking for people to guard you, you want somebody so you can't come against you or harm you. That is the qualifications. Can you see a threat and neutralize it before it becomes to the target, which is the target was President Trump? It's just that simple. I'm not about to go with all this politically correct bullshit. I am tired of Democrats playing a very dangerous game. They don't want to, they know they losing. Now y'all trying to take out President Trump, and then you miss that in bold, like I put on wildertroll.com here. Give me a second. It's just like, I love the president. I love President Trump. And I feel like they don't want this powerful man to win because he's touching black folks from the south side of Chicago, having them waking up for being a Democrat and making them being a Republican. They don't want that type of man to ever touch the Oval Office ever again because he's touching black folk that never thought about being a Republican in their life. I never thought about being a Republican. Never thought about it at all. It's always been D. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. But then one day I'm watching, I believe it was CNN. And then Trump said, because they was making fun of him, he said, your schools are no good. What the hell do you have to lose? And in this headline, an attempt on WiderTroll.com, we put an attempt on President Trump's life reinforced support for his leadership. Like, it is just simple. And I know people are saying that this is Tim Scott Jr. Excuse me. No. Anytime, and I think that's an honor to say I'm a junior of a senator. Hello. But no, I'm Marquise Wiley, baby. So thank you for the $20 super sticker. Millennial Money, make it. Thank you. But I feel like it's just wrong for us, well, wrong for Democrats to lie to us and say one thing when it's something else. Y'all don't want Trump to win. First, it was the indictment, and that didn't work. So I guess it's like, oh, it's something else. I mean, President Biden is incompetent. Even when he gave his speech, it's a bunch of BS because you did not remove the head of the Secret Service. She must be fired. Fired. Secret Service because she don't know what she doing. It starts from the top. Her sole purpose is, I want women. I want women. And President Biden want ice cream. She's incompetent, so is President Biden. These people, they don't even know how to run the Secret Service. He don't know how to run this country. He damn sure don't know how to run the Secret Service. You mean to tell me that the Secret Service the leadership is incompetent? This is proof of it. There is no way in the world that I want to trust anything of that unless Trump got to handpick his agents. He got the handpick. He know the ones that F with him. He know the ones that got his back. But them women, them little bitty women, what? I just looked at this. I said, this is not Trump. This is people because he don't have no control. He can't go, well, I want this. He can't. He's not the president. So it's all by the leadership. They work for Biden. They sent the worst agents to protect Trump. They need to be protected like President Biden dogs. I don't think they need to be protecting President Trump at all. I know that for a fact because this is the result. An attempt, blood, a scraped ear. This is not the Secret Service that should be protecting President Donald J. Trump. The president, whoever was protecting Obama, they had shields, they had helicopters, they had drones, they was everywhere. You couldn't touch them big old ears of Obama. They was on it. But with Trump, sir, we're going to try something new. We're going to give you some women that barely go come up to your kneecap. That's who's going to protect you. What? And I don't get it. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. I am all for black people being Secret Service agents if you qualify. If you pass the test, you pass the fitness test, you pass the mental test, you pass the criminal justice, the criminal background, I'm for it. But I'm not for, we got to have a quota of 100 blacks, 100 short people. Unless you can pass this training and go through it, I don't think that you should just fresh out of Secret Service school get to protect a former president. I'm sorry. There's levels to this. I just feel like, man, I'm going to drop the link because this situation, I didn't want to cover it yesterday because I was so emotionally involved into it, and I'm still am. And I'm trying to watch my words very carefully because I really, really want to go there. And I wish I had the money to go to the RNC because I need to speak on a stage and even to the DNC. Black folks got to wake up. And the black people that I talk to, they F with Trump. 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, like they all F with Trump. Trump is winning black people. And the Democrats, they fear that. You know what, Terry? I wish I was at the RNC because, babe, I cannot tell you. And this is why, like, oh my God, I was there. Because it's like, honestly, it touches me so. Because, and then people say, you should really go and you're going to see how they really don't love you. Again, that's all coming from black people that don't know. Republicans, they didn't love me, you guys, when I had a mental health crisis. Why in the red state they give me the medicine? Hello. If they didn't like black people, why in the world that this black man had a mental health crisis at the library? The state of Texas, a red state, got me the proper medicine, the free medicine, free. It was a waiting list to get a therapist, but the main ingredient, the medicine, I was able to get it. And it was nothing wrong with my mind. It was just that I was trying to have a Democrat mindset in a Republican state. You're going to go crazy. So now when I submitted to conservative values that I love, having an LLC, opening up a business, paying business taxes, paying some back taxes, you know what I'm saying? I feel better. I feel so refreshed. So this stuff is not foreign to me. I understand when I was able to get on food stamps in Texas, I was on there for a couple of months because they don't keep you on there forever. You got to get a job. But if I fall on hard times when I don't have no food, you can go down there and get the food stamps, but you're on that temporarily. I love that option. I love that option. I love it. 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 And I feel like people don't understand my background. I was born and raised in Chicago, but I woke up to be a better man when I moved to a Republican state. This is not me cooning. This is not me being a grifter. This is me being factual. And every time I share this story, nobody want to share it. Wiley got the help in a Republican state, in the state of Nevada. When I thought I was going to just take more medicine, all of that, they said, hey, if you can't get here because you work, you can go to the emergency room and then, give you a refill of your medicine. Again, they told me the truth. I can't lie. I don't need the medicine. I sleep well because I am a conservative. And I thank God for these conservative values. I love the Lord. And he heard my cry. And I'm able to maneuver. I'm able to move differently. I'm not an evil person. I'm not a malicious person. I'm telling people on November 5th, you should vote for Trump. Their inflation was low. You didn't have all these assassination attempts. It was so much calm in the world. Israel and in Gaza wasn't going back and forth with each other. It was peace. Russia did not invade Ukraine. It was just a piece of calmness and economic growth under Trump. But under Biden, it's confusion. It's sadness, heartbreaking, dementia. You see it. Incompetent. You got people running the Secret Service because they want to see their homegirls big. Just women. I don't care if you ain't qualified. As long as you got boobs and a wig, come on. No. What the hell? But then Obama, he got top-notch, great Secret Service. It looked like Trump got the scraps, the political DEI statements. It don't work. CNN, they just threw away their DEI program. It don't work. They want all these black people on the air that ain't qualified, they boring, they're liars, and they lying to black folks, and black folks ain't tuning into it because you ain't keeping it real. What did CNN do? They secretly deleted the program because it don't work. I'm against discrimination. If you see somebody black and qualified, you don't give them the job because they black and qualified, you can be sued. That's against the law for that. You can't do that. But creating programs just so you can have blacks, whether they qualified or not, long as you hit that quota, is an issue, and there is a problem there. That's what I'm saying. So, I can go on and on and on. And I don't care what nobody said. I love Fox News. And when I worked in nursing homes, and when I see Fox, I'm like, oh, they must be racist. Oh, they're so racist. I tuned it out. And then one day I sat and I watched, and then I sat and watched again, and I watched again, I watched again. And then I started reading stuff about Fox. And I was like, okay. And then shout out to Prada. She was like, and then this whole thing with Fox Soul, and that's all connected with Fox Corporation. Then I started looking at Mr. Maddox. I hope I'm saying his name right. Lord forgive me. The owner CEO of Fox Corporation. Where's Prada? Because he's named, shout. But the brother on the screen here. And it just opened my eyes up. And I shifted. And Fox Soul is connected with Fox Corporation. And they was giving black people jobs, great jobs, great jobs. And I just like, great jobs. Voting for 2024 is my black job. Why you don't have the Trump golden shoes? Fox commentary said, we down for some shoes for Trump. But first of all, I can't afford the Trump golden shoes. I gotta do more doubles on my black job. I can't. Wait, player. I will have to do more doubles and triples to get the shoes because a good conservative ain't gonna go in debt to back those shoes. Them only for folks that can afford it. I can't afford it right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it right now. The first thing I gotta do is make sure my taxes, my light is paid, my rent is paid, and then if I got enough, you know what I'm saying, I can buy me some gold shoes. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because it's not, you're not a good conservative if you out here being homeless because you want to buy some gold shoes. Come on. How many black folks you know got a good closet or a good car full of shoes and they in debt and they can't afford it? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the 700 credit score club. So once I get me a multi-million-dollar check, you know, I bring it in some six figures, then I'll give you some gold, blue, black, and red shoes, okay? I'm just being honest. See, you ain't never met no conservative like Brother Wiley before. See, the conservatives, y'all do too, wear the suit, ties, they black, and all that stuff. I'm the conservative on the bus. I'm the conservative in a Lyft. I'm the conservative in an Uber. And I talk to plenty conservative. I'm a conservative that go to West Clucking in Texas, in Plano, Texas, and talk to other conservatives, and they tell me the truth. And just because you are a Republican don't mean that you wealthy. I talk to Republicans that live check to check. They got their people in nursing homes. And one sister, she was an older woman. She had in a nursing home, and she said, I wish that my husband would stay with me, but his insurance, he don't qualify to stay at home and get all this. He had to go to a nursing home. So then the conservatives that I talk to, there's levels to conservatorship. I'm talking about the conservatives at the bottom of the economic totem pole. Hello. Come on. And see, I'm out in the street. I'm talking to conservatives on the bus, on the Greyhound of this older black woman said Gavin Newsom, she don't want him to run come be the president because he can't run the state with all them homeless people. Then the conservatives that I'm talking to, and she was an elder, a senior citizen black woman. So let's stop playing these games. So when you're talking about being a conservative, them the conservatives I talk about, I work, I pay my taxes, I pay my bills, I do what I can do. And I believe in some reports, they say the 700 credit score club. And being a black man at this age, that's a blessing. Hello. And learning not to go get no car when I barely can make shelter. And do that first and then own a home. That's the kind of conservative I am. And then talking to other owners and say, hey, what do I need to say? They said, man, make sure you got your checking and savings. And now that I'm living with an owner, and he was like, his AC went out, and he had to pay $2,000 to get it fixed. So that'll let me know when I get a house and get an inspection before I close, I'm gonna need to make sure they open up that AC unit to make sure it ain't no leaks. But I'm learning that because I'm in that environment of a homeowner saying, man, ouch. So yeah, I'm talking the talk and I'm walking the walk. So understand that I'm living the red wave. I'm living the red wave. And I own a business. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The only reason why I'm not in my office space, because they require, I believe, in the state And in Clark County, I believe in Clark County, they believe you got to have a business license. So I got to get my business license. Hello. And then when I get my business license, then I can be a conservative in my office space. Then you can be like, sweet such and such is the Wiley Show LLC. Say amen or say ouch. So I'm just letting you all know that. And I don't know why I just want people to have conversations with me. And I'm not uneducated. I'm not ignorant. I'm very aware, and I'm in my right mind to know that this path of being a conservative is the best path. It worked for me. I've been in Texas around beautiful conservatives. I will never forget it when I talked to this older white gentleman in Plano, character. I believe it was Plano or character. Can't remember the suburb. And I had a car that was written on a Toro app. And he was adopted. And I said, he was looking at my credit. He was looking at how bad I wasn't paying bills. My credit was like 400 some points. And he was giving me pointers on how to get my credit up. Because the reason why my credit was bad is because I was never trained about great credit. And I said, if I was your son, would I be in a better position financially? He said, yes, because I would have trained you how to build credit and how to use credit for your life and for your family life. And he was white and he was conservative. And here I am trying to tell him about being a Democrat, how Texas is outdated. They need to be with the 21st. This is how I was talking. And then he said, bring me your credit report, to see if you get a car without paying all that APR rate. Baby, when he read my credit report, put on them glasses, he saw how I was not good with money. So, and I don't have perfect credit. I'm learning and unlearning the bad financial thing that I've learned since I was a Democratic child. And once I learned as a conservative, I'm like, okay, it's not a good decision to get a car if you can't afford it. It's not a decision. Then when I talked to Monica, she was like, baby, can you afford it? I was like, no. She said, how much is the car? No, $600 some. She said, baby, take it back. And I took it back because I'm talking to another conservative. So it's just, and also a business owner. Shout out to All About the Tea. So I'm just telling you who I hang around. And then when I go on YouTube, I do get people to say, if you go to the RNC, you're going to see that people don't like you. Who are those people? Because you think Biden like me? Look at the inflation. When you go to the grocery store, you got to be like, oh, man, I love me some chicken wings. But it's expensive. So I go and get the $5 chicken drumsticks. But the chicken wings wasn't that expensive under Trump. I'm a simple-minded person. I'm not that complex. When I go to the grocery store, the chicken was cheaper under Donald J. Trump. Say amen or say ouch. Now on this high inflation, I can't eat the air-fried chicken. Period. And so I'm just being honest, and I know a lot of people in here want to use these scare tactics, want to come after Wiley. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because I know what I see with my own two eyes. I know the environment I lived in, living in Las Vegas under Republican, and I living in Texas, the best state ever. And I will be there now. If I was grossly more money with an LLC, then I would be able to pay that rent because rent is too high with all this inflation. Okay? And I didn't try to protest to the thing and call the landlord racist. It's just like, hey, I just ain't got the money. I could have did it, but I didn't want to be bringing home a $1,300 YouTube check or $1,400 YouTube check. Then the rent is about $1,100 plus bill and all the bills. I don't want to be that close to it. So I made a decision to let it go. I completed the lease, and then they said I got to put 2 month notice in. So I completed the lease, and I just break that up in payments, and just go on and pay it all. But anyway, because it's being a bad conservative, get an apartment knowing you're not going to be able to pay the rent, you ain't got the money. So I didn't want to get evicted and have no chance now, especially when I had a beautiful record with the apartment complex. I had a beautiful record, never was late, never. Just always paying my rent on time. And I calculated the cost. I said, hey, and it was like, hey, I thought I'll be able to get another job, but it was a little low, so I was like, okay, let's try Las Vegas. And it's a Republic. I wouldn't have tried Chicago because Chicago is run by Democrats and the crime is extremely high. So I would take my chances. And they want to give free money to migrants, and I'm not a migrant. I'm an American. Hello. They don't even want to help Black Americans. You know, and they always say we built this country. Okay, well, can you give us a free check, Democrats, since we built this country? I didn't build anything because when I was born in 1990, I wasn't a slave. I was born at Mercy Hospital, South Side. My mother, she wasn't a slave. Neither was my grandmother. So I didn't build nothing. Only thing that I'm building is the Wilder Show LLC. I did not build this country. Now, maybe my ancestors helped build it. You know what I'm saying? I have to track that down and see about it. Only further I went to my ancestry is Tommy Williams is my father. I didn't go deep to see what plantation was I own and all that. Even if I did, Congress ain't gonna give me the check. So, okay. Even if I could find when my granddaddy, great-great-great-great-granddaddy put the drywall in the White House, Congress ain't gonna write the check. So that's just a waste of my energy. I'd rather take a tax cut, learn how to get grants and all that. Ain't no way, that's a waste. I'm gonna die from a broken heart. Well, my great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy put the lights in the White. They don't give a damn. Them Democrats, you gonna go to Nancy Pelosi. She gonna say no. If they wanted reparations, they would have been past it. So they lied to you Democrats. And I had to wake up. It's no shame. And I'm not trying to be shady. But like, look at this. So, okay, this past Saturday, here they are talking about reparations. They having a whole meeting about reparations, a public hearing about reparations. Baby, Illinois, the taxes is high. They ain't gonna pass it. That's just a waste. What do we need a hearing for? Reparations. I thought y'all already said we built the country. Why do we need to hear about how we built it? Just give up the check. And then I'll move back to Illinois to get my check and go deposit in the bank in Texas. It's just like the lies that these people be saying. Yes, my ancestors, I think my ancestors came to this country, right? Against their will. But Africans sold them to it. Okay. Let me not say that. But I thought the African people, the African chiefs, didn't they sell us, our people, to the Europeans? Or did they come and steal us? Or was we sold by the African chiefs? I'm not a historian, but somewhere I read that the people in African leadership sold us to the Europeans. Somewhere I read. So, should Africa give us some reparations? Say that out. I don't want no citizenship. I'll take an African check. I'm just being honest. African, if you go all the way back, let's say 1619, back in the 1600s, baby, they were selling them Africans to Europeans. Let's be honest. But I go back for my check. I go to Africa, they give me a check. I go, when they give me a check, it could be in African currency. I translate it to American currency. I take it. But they're not offering that. Only thing they offer me, we will give you citizenship. I don't want to live there. If you so brokenhearted for selling my people or selling us, my ancestors to Americans or European, whatever you want to call it, write me an African check. I take it. Them African leaders are living good. They got BMWs. Jaguars, Bentleys, gold. I take it. I take me a BMW in Africa. I would be that. Only thing they want to offer me, we will give you free citizenship. I don't want the free citizenship. I don't want to live there. I take what y'all got, a Bentley. I take some African gold. I'm not going there for no free citizenship. I like to be at a place in America. That's all I know is America. But if you giving away some African gold and diamonds, I'm on the first Spirit flight to Africa. If you give me some African diamonds, African gold, I want some African uranium, whatever they call it for the cell phone, give me about 300 million pounds. I'll go to Africa today to take it back to America. I ain't gonna live there. I'll take it back, open up me a jewelry store, Wiley African Jewelry Shop. I got gold from the Congo. Come right to my African shop. You want you a big, thick African chain. Gold. You want some diamonds? Good Nigerian diamonds from the Wiley Jewelry African shop. Do that. I'll take it. But in seriousness, it is a disservice to say to America, the government, to write a check. None of those Congress people were slave masters. Their children wasn't slave masters. So why should they write a check? And for all the million poor whites that they can't get a check, because when slavery happened, they got replaced by the Africans. I'm just saying. They got replaced by the Africans. So what about all them white farmers that went out of business when all the free labor came? Do they get a check? They ain't gonna like that. They ain't gonna like that type of teacher. There was a lot of Africans that came free labor, and it was a lot of whites that was unemployed. They had serious it's hard to compete to pick some cotton. You got to pay for people to pick it. You white, and they got Africa doing it for free. Do those white people get a check? I'm asking a question. It's a serious question to ask. I think it's unfair that the Africans get a check and the white people that did not benefit from slavery, they don't get a check. Okay. So if they can't figure it out, at least give reparations to the descendants of the sharecroppers, at least. Child, you're going to be waiting on 30 million pounds of Africa. It's probably 10 American dollars. No, they got real inflation, sir. Well, I take the gold. I take the gold. I take the gold. I take the gold. Wildly crazy. You go to Africa and can't come back. Why? We need checks from both. I don't like. Okay. So I open up the phone lines if y'all got something to say. If anybody got something to say about the Trump situation. Wait a minute. Okay. I'll open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in about Trump. Give me one particular second here. That we really open up really good about Trump, but I will. That's only if somebody call in. So if y'all call in, I'll let y'all say something. Okay, now let me go back to Fox News here. I'm sorry, y'all, but I know people are saying a lot of nasty stuff, but Keep them in the chat, moderators. Don't block them. If anybody call in, what else we going? Now, wait. Let's see this. Oh, wait. Hold on, y'all. It's something else. Man, I'm addicted to like Fox News right now. It's just like I can't like this other clip. Hold up. Let's go to this clip. Hold on 1 second right now.
So we are working to confirm the identity of those who were critically wounded and are now being treated in a hospital in Pennsylvania. We're also trying to work to confirm the name of the individual who was killed that David McCormick, who running for Senate there, was explaining to us about an hour ago. Fox News has confirmed the gun purchased by the father, purchased legally in Pennsylvania. We're also hearing from someone who went to high school with the suspect.
Hold on 1 second. Let me play this clip.
Did you ever have any interactions with Thomas? Any shared classes in high school?
No, I didn't have any classes with him. My only interactions with him were just seeing him in school. I mean, he was bullied, sat alone at lunch. It's pretty much that.
So House Republicans are already promising a full investigation, and they want to move quickly as well. Want to bring in Michael Waltz, a member of the House Armed Services Committee. And sir, thank you for your time.
Before I get to bringing in that, if y'all did hear in that clip, the House Republicans are going to bring, they're going to do an investigation. I believe is this my girl, Jada? Hey, Wiley, how you doing? You know what? Actually, when I did the show, at first I was sleepy when I was watching the president, Joe Biden. I was really tired, so I had to drink some coffee. But when I did the show, I just like I had to look, because I'm talking to the world in this particular broadcast. I want to know, and we were talking on station here. I want to know, what is your thoughts of a former president? And this was an attempted on his life. They, this man that's now dead tried to kill Trump, and he failed. So, do you think that this is an issue with Biden and with his Secret Service? Do you think it's an issue, or do you think Trump is the issue? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, absolutely, it's a letdown because Trump could have been seriously hurt. We haven't had an assassin on a president, but one time? I think that was John F. Kennedy.
I think we also have Reagan. We had Reagan. I believe Reagan was twice. Yeah.
Okay. So
attempted.
I feel like it was a letdown because how the people in the audience.
Oh, wait, Jada. I'm gonna bring you on a thing because hold on. I forgot I ain't got my mic. Hold on. I'm gonna call you right quick. I'm gonna call you on my computer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot y'all. I ain't got my mic, so I got to call her on the computer. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna call her on the computer, and I'm gonna bring her on because I ain't got my mics and stuff hooked up, so I have to do it this way. Give me 1 second. Then y'all will hear her so much better. Y'all will hear her so much better. So bear with me, you guys, and we will bring y'all up on here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call her on my computer here. Okay, there. And then y'all should hear her much better. Y'all should hear her much better. Because I'm gonna sync the audio through station here. There we go. Y'all should hear it clearer now.
Hello.
Okay, now they can hear you much better now.
Okay, awesome. I absolutely agree with you, Wiley. I do believe that this was an oversight on the secret society, because how can people that is not trained by the secret society is able to see someone on the rooftop before he can let go?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. And then I also felt like it's a letdown on the people's too, because if you saw something suspicious, why you didn't say anything. You know, that's the number one rule in living in the neighborhood. You see something, you say something. So here everybody is seeing this man laying on top of the rooftop with something pointing, and nobody thinks to say anything. Who did y'all think it is? What did y'all think what was going on?
I believe some said they did say something and they ignored it. The police ignored it.
And that's a failure on the police part. And I feel like everyone who was told that this was going on and did not do any work behind it, they need to be let go without pension, without pay. They need to be fired. People saying that it was staged, I feel like that's a little bit ignorant on their part. It says a lot about who they are as a person, because here's why. This is a man running for president who has already been president. You know, if you think he's driving around in not a bulletproof car, you're crazy. If you think these presidents are at the podium with no glass, with no protector glass, you're crazy. You're crazy. Whenever you see the president go on stage and they speak behind the podium, there is a bulletproof glass that they're talking behind. They're not just standing at a podium like they're at school. They're standing behind a bulletproof glass. Did he miss? Yeah, okay, if you want to say that, yes. I say he didn't miss because he shot right at the glass. It was the angle that he was in. Now, maybe if that protector glass wasn't there, then hey, maybe we'll be saying something totally different, you know? But due to Kennedy being murdered the way that he was, and everybody else before and after that may have experienced something like that back in our time where we was not born, you know, I feel like this is why they have certain precautions now. But for people to sit up here and be saying like, oh, you know, the man that shot Trump, he's a hero. No, he's not a hero. There's nothing heroic about that, shooting someone. If you have a problem with Trump, then why don't you do the work and make a change? He's old as dirt. So there's no excuse for anybody who don't stand behind Trump. And then also look at this too. Look at since everybody is influenced by celebrities, look at the celebrities who support Biden. Every celebrity who I've seen support Biden, they're in the media struggling, talking about they ain't getting paid fairly, talking about money, talking about this and that. But when you look at the people who support Trump, these are successful business people. You don't see them out in the media crying about not being paid fairly because these people have made their own table. So I'm riding on the side of business. Whichever side's going to make us the most money as a country, that's whose side I'm on. I would never stand behind a man that wants to take care of another country before he take care of his own. You know how long it took for Biden to declare a natural disaster for folks there in Texas? It shouldn't have took him this long to declare that. It just got declared today. Biden ain't saying nothing about none of the states, the countries that have been affected by some of these hurricanes. None. But I tell you one thing, we got high gas, high food prices, high rent. People are homeless. People can't even get no job. We can't even get assistance because they giving all the shit. Oh, I'm sorry. They're giving all the stuff over to the migrants, the people who don't even belong here. And y'all know if Trump was president, he wouldn't be having none of this.
That's true.
People are going to be racist regardless. People are going to be racist regardless. It's all about what you answer to. We all got a little bit of racism.
And my question is, if they're talking about racism, well, Biden is on the top of that list.
Of course.
Because of what?
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew something. I knew Biden was a little bit underhanded racist when he said, "You ain't black if you don't vote for me." Well, nigga, well, who are you? Who are you to tell me I'm black if I don't vote for you? Who are you?
And that's
So
why
I agree with you, Wiley.
and that's why when I do this show, I got a lot of pushback because when you talking about being conservative and being black and being from Chicago, you know, a lot of folks, they give these boogeyman talking points that the Republicans don't love you, this one don't love you, that one don't love you, as though I care. What I care about is being a conservative. And the Republican Party have treated me with the most ultimate respect. Even Democrats, remember at one election cycle, they would say, well, cops is killing black men at a high rate. Okay, why haven't I died by the hands of the cops? And I have came in contact with the police just recent, a couple of weeks ago. Why didn't they just shoot me? Because if that's the case, that you have white cops just shooting people because they're black, I would have been dead a long time ago. I would not be
Wiley.
here.
Me too, Wiley. I used to fight them. I used to curse at them. I used to do all types of ignorant stuff to the police officers.
And we saw that on video, how they came to my home. We have witnesses here. It was in my home. We got an out-of-state call because we heard you say, we watch your YouTube channel. We see that you're just doing your video. So they follow protocol. We didn't get killed. We didn't get arrested. They asked for my ID. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any warrants, any of these things. And then the next day in my apartment in Texas, a female police officer came. Very nice, asked for my ID. We got a call. Did you eat? Did you did this and did that? Because people were using the police to weaponize them to take me out. But it didn't work. Because as long as you're not breaking the law, the police don't care. They're not going to try to kill you. Like, it's just a false narrative and we see how that narrative is working. Look at Chicago. The police not doing their job now, because if they do their job, like a police officer told me off the record, I get in trouble. As I do, if I don't, it's a problem. So I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. So that's why the police, like, they're waiting on a president and a governor, a mayor, to have their back. And see, with the President Trump, he would use the federal resources to help combat crime. And so that give local agencies support that they didn't get under Obama, under Biden, because they want to treat criminals with respect. But criminals is not treating people with respect when they robbing them. I never met a criminal.
No.
Please give me your wallet, sir. Please. Can I have permission to get your wallet and rob you? They're going to just rob you.
And here's what I also want to say, too. I hope that the people of Chicago, the state of Illinois, I hope the people in there wake up and vote Republican. Because if y'all don't, the migrants are going to take over Chicago. And Chicago, Illinois, period. I'm just talking about the state, period. Just not the city. The state as itself, Illinois. If anybody don't know, Illinois is a state, y'all. I just hope that the people over there in Illinois wake up, because the more I see about the migrants and immigrants crossing over, they're all going to Chicago. They all traveling to Illinois. I don't know what it is about Illinois. Maybe you can educate us on why.
Because Illinois giving them checks. Illinois giving them free apartments. Illinois giving them
I was trying to
food stamps.
figure it out. I said, what is so good about Illinois that all the immigrants, they all started in New York and then they pushed them all over there in Illinois. I was like, what in the heck is going on over there? If they don't vote and turn red, Illinois will be a thing. How it used to be will be something they put in a history book.
Absolutely. And that's why Republicans have to do a job of, they don't have to say, well, this is a blue state. No, they need to have boots on the ground on the South. First of all, tackle Chicago first. You do Chicago
Yeah.
first, make Chicago go red, you pretty much got Illinois. So if they have massive breaking turnout, they need to do town halls in Chicago, rallies in Chicago. Every conservative, every surrogate, they need to host Fox News with black hosts, because black people gravitate to other black people to go and speak that language. You need people like myself to go to Inglewood and speak to those people because I will know the people to bring on there and to talk to Jamal Green, brother Muhammad, talk to the sister that I interviewed at City Hall, track her down because you're going to get the realness of Chicago, not the BS, not the PR, what they really feel about the migrants. And I will never forget it when we was at City Hall, though we didn't have the equipment that we supposed to have, but we have the heart and that camera, that cell phone, to go to the city and to get the real tea. You know what they did? They lied. Oh, the gallery is broken. We gotta redo City Hall inside. Well, will you sit and complain? That's under renovations. Then they didn't tell us what the press conference was. If it wasn't for white media, people with them, that guy with the white, he was a cameraman, I guess, from WGN. I guess he was on his way up there. We followed him. I said, hey, let's follow him. And we invaded the press conference. And it was a white woman, a white reporter said, hey, we don't care nothing about them numbers that y'all giving. They wanted the real tea, and they got the real tea once Brother Muhammad got up there. He took over, and we seen him on the show. He came on our show multiple times, and he went in. And one thing about him, he said, man, I don't like Fox News because he's trained that Fox News is bad, and it's not bad. Because I sent him a Fox News clip of him going off on about the migrant situation. It was an affiliate, Fox 32, and he didn't like it because it was Fox. Man, send me another clip that's not Fox. Bruh, they posted about you. They don't ally. But the activists are so trained that Fox News is bad. Shout out to Jamal Green. He loved what the governor of Texas have been doing because he said no offense, but Chicago kept saying it was a sanctuary city. So if you're a sanctuary city, they're bringing people where the sanctuary at. And what they found out, and it confirmed the governor theory, is that they're going to bring those migrants to black neighborhoods. I told y'all that's going to be a great strategic plan of the Republicans, and it's going to work because Chicago the resources are getting ate up by migrants. And all them decades when they said they ain't had no jobs for you, we ain't hiring, we ain't got no apartment for you, it's a long wait list. The migrants, they found money, $95 million of COVID money they spent on migrants. $95 million went towards went towards the migrant crisis, not towards. First of all, when Trump is elected, he's going to deport them. And you're going to have city officials that's going to change the ordinance because how Trump runs the country with an iron fist. They're going to put up there and say, hey, we're going to throw away this whole sanctuary city. And New York, too. All them New Yorkers in City Hall that's been dealing with that shit, they want to throw away the whole sanctuary city. Because why? It's bankrupting the city, and their constituents is complaining like, how the fuck, New Yorkers is very passionate. How the fuck y'all got, what about Brooklyn? What about the Bronx? We ain't got no shit. Y'all giving all to the migrants. And so if you go and watch some of the news clips of the city representatives, they said, quote, we need to rethink this whole idea of a sanctuary. It's not even an idea, that's policy. You need to throw it in the garbage.
Right.
They need to be deported. And see, so when Trump get in there, when he deport all the people out of Texas back to Mexico, whatever the hell they came from, Chicago people, they're gonna be like, deport them back to Texas so they can go back to their country. Because there's no way in the world. Because I told them, I said, listen, Illinois, y'all can't afford this problem. Y'all got a governor that's obese, and all he does is eating up the budget physically. The kitchen budget, I know, is very expensive. And he's giving the migrants food stamps. They give him free stuff.
Yeah.
Everything. You get it free. You get it free. Free. And then Pookie and Ray Ray of the world, they suffer. And why do you think they out here carjacking? If Pookie and Ray Ray get to get free food stamps, free apartment, the robbery rate will go down.
Yep.
There will be no need. You have your own money to buy your own.
And then, but you know what's going to end up happening? If Biden end up staying in office, the immigrants, they're going to come over here. They're going to take all our resources. They're going to get good and comfortable. And then they're going to start looking at black folks as if they the ghetto, as if they the slums, as if they're the immigrant, like they ain't supposed to be here. The same way how the Chinamen move into the hood, the same way how the Pakistanians move into our neighborhood and buy all the stores, buy all the beauty supplies, and we can't even walk in there comfortably without getting bang in the back of our heads, or without being looked at as if we already coming in that feeling.
Right.
So while everybody's talking about Biden this, Biden that, you think about that the next time you walk into Sally's or you walk into your next beauty supply store in your nearest neighborhood, and the Chinaman looking at you the whole time while all you trying to do is get you a little hair care product.
I agree.
Or the next time you call into your utility company or your your internet company, you think about that the next time somebody says, and you can't even understand what the heck they saying.
Nice.
You hoping and praying it's an American on the phone. So you think about that when y'all go into the voting poll and y'all get the voting poll, who y'all want to vote for. You think about that. Think about it. Now, if y'all think I'm lying, then call in and say I'm lying. But y'all know, but y'all not gonna call in because y'all know I'm not lying.
Absolutely. And then the people in Chicago, we're gonna have more people on the show, that it's a crisis in Chicago. And we were there, and it's worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't blame Texas. I've said it privately to some officials, and I'm gonna say it publicly. Chicago have been screaming that they are a sanctuary city, that they love the migrants. We are a city of open borders. And look what happened. They tested that, and they regret it. And Mayor Johnson, him being a black mayor, is being used as a pawn to dilute his power. Because when those people get in, the migrants they're not going to vote for more black leaders. They're not going to vote for more black leadership. They're all going to be from Mexico. And they're already bankrupting the city. And that's why the crime, you can't really fund the police, because you're putting funding to the migrants. And to the unhoused Chicagoans, their citizens, you can't even put none in that budget because you're giving it to the migrants. Even Mayor Adams said, by law, I got to feed you. By law, I got to put you in this. By law, you got to take care of the citizens first, bruh. Get your incompetent ass out of office. Like, when you hear these people talking, as though that we don't have no rights as citizens. We are the priority. And if a politician don't have you as a priority, vote they ass out. Period. And if they black, get their black asses out of there. Gavin Newsom, get his ass up out of there. Because he don't know what he's doing in California. I want to give the migrants some health insurance. That's stupid. You got some people in California need health insurance. That's citizens. What about them? Who gives a flying fuck that the migrants ain't got no insurance? We'll go back to Mexico. Talk to y'all new female president to give y'all some Mexican insurance. Why do you have to come to America and get and suck out our resources? I think
that's right.
A major issue. This ain't a black or white or Republican, Democrat. This is an American thing. I'm an American first before I'm anything. I'm an American. And I feel like the politicians, you're supposed to be taking care of home first, not motherfucking migrants that ain't got no rights in this. They ain't no citizen. So if it's so bad in Mexico, then make sure you work with the right leadership over there to make it a better place. That's not our responsibility to take care of Mexico or wherever they come from. Wherever. whatever country, I don't care where you're from. It's not America's responsibility to take care of your country ineffectiveness to take care of their citizens. That is not our responsibility. And we have tried to do this. It's not working because I don't mind taking care of everybody else if homeless rate was at a historical low. It's at a historical high. Unemployment, people is underemployed. Because what profit you have, what good do you have in a job you can't afford a place or can't buy groceries? Okay? They say, I notice it doesn't show the live chat for the app in my cell phone, but does on my desktop. Anyone else experience that, make sure you report it to YouTube. It is another form of shadow ban. Yeah, they be shadow banning because the type of message I'm preaching, you're not gonna get this to get out. It's really sad. It's like on X. It's really good. If y'all share on X and just share on YouTube. Like they're not going to let this message show because I'm Black and I'm preaching to get out of the Democrat system. And see, one thing they can't suppress, me meeting people on the street. Me meeting people. Like you can't suppress that. I'm at West Clucking and I met an older white woman and she was talking about how they need to do a better job with nursing homes in this country. So you can't suppress that. See, yeah, you can suppress me online, suppress me in person. The only thing you're going to see me doing in person is campaigning for the policies of Trump. And I've always said, even to Republicans, I've always said this. I said Republicans and Democrats need to do a better job with our nursing homes. I've said it. If the law needs to change, that means Republicans got to help. That means you have to compromise. But no one's speaking about that. But I have the power to talk about that. But before I can even discuss that, having a Republican that's willing to negotiate that, I can't do that on the Biden for a man that got dementia or showing early signs of dementia. That's getting Kamala Harris, a Black woman, mixed up with a white man, Trump. I can't negotiate with a person that lost their mind. How can I negotiate? There is no negotiations. The first step is to vote him out. I can't even negotiate with Kamala Harris because she's incompetent because she didn't invoke the 25th Amendment. She's not even leaking that to the press that I may be thinking about a 25th Amendment. He's incompetent. Nothing leaked from Kamala saying it because she's weak. Because she hoping, please let him last November so he can leak, or he can croak out and then I can get it. Ain't gonna happen. Because when Trump, when not even Trump echoing this, when the Democrats echoing Biden need to be replaced, Biden need to be replaced, they kept they went bypassed Kamala Harris and they said we need Gavin Newsom to take over. They didn't say Kamala. You see, and this supposed to be the party that love Black folk. They love inclusive. They love DEI. Now when it comes to having the president, and these are Democrats. Kamala wasn't on the top of the list to replace Biden. It was Gavin Newsom. It is what it is. JD there? Oh, she gone.
I'm not going, Wiley. I was trying to hurry up and get my charger.
Oh, go ahead and get your charger. But no, for the people that talk about YouTube, let me say this piece, and I'm gonna let Jada take over. If people talk about YouTube, it's going to be suppressed, you guys. We have been suppressed for months. When we took this, we never had a lot of views, but the 200, 300 that we did have, that's gone. When we talk about Trump, they worked so hard, like, man, this man still talking about Trump. Because if I could just touch 10, 12, 15, that's 15 more that's on the Republican side. Because they know if we make him more money, then he gonna have money to go to the RNC. And we can't have him going to the Republican National Convention because he's gonna be telling Black folks to be Republicans. And my presence there alone will make people become Republicans and be interested into the Republican Party. Because I get it. It's shade to white people, but it's hard having white people trying to explain to become Republicans. Democrats have been kicking their ass into making them look like they're racist. Now they have been doing a damn good job kicking the ass of Black Republicans, and they call the Black Republicans coons. But there have not been enough Black Republicans touring around this country to the Black part of this country. Where's those Black Republicans at? Because I didn't see none of them when I was at City Hall with the migrant crisis. Maybe they're scared. I'm not scared, because you got to be fearless. And Black people respect a fearless man telling the truth. And especially about the migrants. You ain't got to say, get off that Democratic plantation. No, what you should say, you see, the migrants taking all our jobs. Under Trump, this wasn't happening. And you didn't even have to say that. You just get your cameras, because they were saying in City Hall, in Chicago, Illinois, in City Hall, Trump, on the Trump, this one. When I left my mother's house and Park Forest on the Metro train, mind you, I'm on the Metro train in Madison, Illinois, right? A Black woman said this. I never thought I would be saying this, but I'm voting for Trump in November. She said this on last year. This is right after Mayor Johnson got elected, got inaugurated, became the new mayor, and the migrant crisis. And she said she didn't like how he was handling the crisis. She said, I'm taking my chances with Trump. And she said, where you going? I said, I'm going to City Hall. And if y'all remember, I think I had on my American shirt. If my memory serves me right, I do remember, because I had to get on the Metro train to City Hall. And that's why I love Illinois. It's because of their public transit. Baby, they public transit, I give them 5 stars, because you could be in the suburbs, go on one train and go all the way to City Hall. Get to the downtown, and you would be at City Hall. So, but it's just a crime. It's not because they ain't got the best public transit. Is that you got to be watching your wallet, your bag, you got to protect your life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if it wasn't for the NRA that challenged those stupid laws in Illinois, you wouldn't even be able to have the right to carry in Illinois. It was because of the NRA that they challenged the law in Illinois, and the courts decided with gun owners. And that's why gun owners in Illinois are fighting back. It was the guy that was carjacked. He tracked his car down and started shooting at people that stole his car. Because they started shooting at him. And guess what? He's a license, and started shooting back. It was another case. The police was taking all day to get there because they're underfunded. And so the homeowner had a gun, and he neutralized the threat. So they're fighting back gun owners in Chicago. So understand that. But that was because of the greatness of the NRA. But people don't talk about that. You're not going to hear that on CNN. They think the NRA is racist. So, thank you so much to Jada for coming on.
Well, I really do appreciate you for answering my call, but all I'm going to say before I do is that if you don't vote, then you cannot complain. You cannot involve yourself into conversations like this if you're not planning on voting, because your word means nothing at this point.
That's true.
At this point, you can say, well, we're screwed either way it go. But heck, even if that is true, you at least want to be screwed by the person you at least want to be screwed by a person that you know is not going to abandon his whole country to attend to somebody else. Or you at least want to have a president that knows the vice president name. How you get K and T mixed up? How you get that? How?
When you got dementia, I tell you how. Early signs of dementia.
And then for people that's all upset about Trump not getting deleted, you probably can't even name the 4 presidents that have been assassinated. You probably can't even name 4. You probably couldn't even name 1 until you did a quick little Google search. Y'all got to stop being sleepy Blacks. You got to
stop being sleepy.
You got to become more business minded.
You got to.
You got to be smart. You got to look at what's going on in your backyard. And if y'all are okay with your president team, because keep in mind, President Biden is only a figurehead. So if y'all okay with how Biden team is running the country, then you're slow. You're a sleepy Black, and you're probably struggling, and you probably got bad credit. Because I don't know no successful Democrat, I don't know no successful Biden supporter. Because even the celebrities are crying, boo-hoo crying about how they're not getting paid. But I bet if you ask the immigrants, are they getting paid? I bet they're going to tell you, hell yeah. And I'm out, Wiley. Thank you so much. I love you. See you later.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to play another clip of Fox News. And this is the thing where I have taken a risk to be political on a platform in front of an audience that loves celebrity gossip, right? And we're gonna get into the celebrity gossip, but I do want to play this last clip before we brought Jado on. I want to play this last clip here, and we're gonna get into our celebrity stuff. Okay. This clip. Let's play this clip.
Today, wow. There will be new information, not just now, but in the coming hours. And I'm not quite sure where this story is at the end of the day. I'm not quite sure where this story is tomorrow. What you're feeling now, sir?
Well, Bill, you know, I've seen people take fire in combat, and your base instincts stick in. And you're either going to cower and hide, or you're going to stand up strong in the face of it. And President Trump's base instincts definitely were on display. His first thought was to make sure that the crowd, and more importantly, the country and the world, knew that he was okay. So thank God for him and his character. Look, I'm also on the Oversight Committee. Bill, we expect a hearing. We have oversight of Secret Service. We expect a briefing tomorrow, a hearing in a week with the director. But I've been talking to agents this morning, and they are upset. They're demoralized. They're angry. And I think the fundamental issue that's going to come out is President Trump is not a normal, average former president. He between the residences, Bedminster, Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, between the rallies and the size and the frequency and magnitude of these rallies, and then the threats that he's facing are different. It's not just domestic threats. It's also Iranian and foreign state actors who want to go after him and those around him because of the strike on Soleimani. All of that combined, he should have had a much bigger package in detail. And the agent's frustration is they've repeatedly asked and were repeatedly denied, and instead just kind of had your standard package like a Jimmy Carter or Bill Clinton. And obviously it failed.
Do they have any documentation so that we could see that?
Well, that's what we'll be requesting from the committee. I am told that those requests are put in writing and made verbally. When they do in advance, so this is how this plays out on the ground. When they do in advance of a site, they have your base package, which should have been bigger in the first place, but then they also request agents from surrounding offices, in this case, say Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and headquarters makes a budget decision if they want to pay the overtime, they want to pay the travel. How does that play out? Well, in this case, there should have been an agent posted on that building that have cleared that building where the sniper was. And when you don't have those resources, you're reliant on local and law enforcement. And Dana, I could tell you, we love our police, but I've been to many rallies. I've seen many times local law enforcement are enjoying Trump and watching Trump, and you just don't have that level of protection that you would with an expanded Secret Service detail. And we'll see. We have a lot to learn. But what I'm hearing from the agents is this was their concern. They saw this coming, and the agents did a great job. I think this is going to be a headquarters and a resources issue at the end of the day.
Just one more quick question. James Comer wants to have a public hearing a week from tomorrow with the head of the Secret Service. How much will we learn before then, or will we prior to that hearing?
Well, we're going to get a briefing this coming week on oversight. And we have a lot of questions at that briefing. I pray they will be forthcoming, but I could tell you they better be, because the agents who know their duty, number one duty is to protect the president, are quite upset. And I think we're going to have a lot of information coming out.
Okay, Michael Waltz, thank you for your time. The Republican out of Florida with us now. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page.
So, and make sure y'all click on the Fox News YouTube page, because you get all the facts here. And this public hearing have to happen. And the head of the Secret Service have to answer these questions. Why is President Trump getting a Jimmy Carter Secret Service package or Bill Clinton package when he is a former president with massive threats to his life? CNN is not spreading that narrative. CNN is trying to spread a narrative. All Trump preaches hate. That's stupid. Trump is a comedian, and when you in rallies, you tell jokes to get your people laughing in tune. You don't go there trying to be all serious because you will lose people interest. You get your interest in a comedic way. What they're trying to do, him talking about Nancy Pelosi and using that's a reason why he created the atmosphere. No. The facts are the lack of Secret Service resources is the reason why we're talking about this today. If he was getting the presidential package, which he's deserving of, this would not have happened. They would have gotten the full support of the Secret Service. The package, he got a diluted package. And that diluted package almost cost him his life. That's sad. And it's a failure of the Secret Service. So yes, she should be grilled. Yes, she should resign. If I were her, to save the little piece of your dignity, resign. You're going to get fired anyway, Biden. You got to fire. All your staff, after you get through eating that ice cream, somebody, his chief of staff, need to tell the president, Kamala Harris, need to tell the president, she got to go. She got to go. If she got to go. She got to go. Someone else have to take over. She can't do it. Because under her leadership, a former president almost lost his life at a rally doing a political. He is the contender of the Republican Party. Sis got to go. She cannot keep that position. What she did was wrong. It stops with you. You should have been, no, he needs the presidential package. He's a former president, 300 agents or more. The same level that President Biden get, so should President Trump get. Period. President Obama got the same that President Bush, the President Bush package. He got it very early. It was like, oh my gosh, we never seen someone get all of these agents. But because of the threats of his life, and because of President Bush did not want a black man running for president getting assassinated, he gave him the President Bush package, meaning you're going to get a presidential protection. He didn't get the Jimmy Carter protection. He got the President Bush package, a sitting president type of Secret Service protection. I remember when President Obama did an interview with PBS, they said, do you fear, sir, of being assassinated as a black man? He said, no, because, I have hundreds of agents watching over me. In so many words, he was able to do 2 terms unharmed. He's not even harmed now because he still get a presidential protection. Why? Because the threats is still high against President Obama's life. Ding dong. Even when President Trump was the president and Obama was the former president, he did not remove his detail like President Biden, new Secret Service leadership did to Trump. Removed his detail. Oh, he don't need a good practice. Give him a Jimmy Kimmel package. What? Give him the great value package. He needs the premium presidential package. Baby, they gave him the Motel 6 package. He needs the 5-star. He needs the 5-star package. And if it's not good enough for President Biden, it's damn sure not good enough for President Trump. Hello. You even still people think that President Trump is still the president. So of course he's deserving it because he is presidential. It is simple. He's always in the news. President Trump, President Trump, President Trump, President Trump, President Trump. So he get threats upon threats. And in closing on this subject, I just want people to realize that God had Trump back because the prayers of the righteousness avail much. Now, I want to get into these other subjects here, and we'll probably go back to Trump. Y'all bear with me if something pop up that I need to talk about. I will definitely talk about it. But let's go to wilderthetroll.com. Shout out to Elon Musk endorses Donald Trump. That was amazing to endorse. Where is Kenya Moore at? Okay. So if y'all don't know, we broke a story on wilderthetroll.com, and we're hearing rumors, you guys, that Kenya Moore is going to sue Michelle ATLIEN Brown for defamation and slander. And I need to reach out to homegirl and see like why is she suing. But word on the street is that YouTuber and blogger Michelle ATLIEN Brown might soon face a lawsuit from Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore. According to a reliable source, Moore is upset with Brown coverage of her businesses and gearing up for legal action. Those in the know believe Moore and her team are in for a tough battle. Michelle has financial resources to hire top-notch legal representation, will give her an edge in the courtroom. Okay, because if y'all don't know, Michelle ATLIEN Brown actually owned. She actually had multiple properties. She's she rent out. In this particular part of the article here, it said as for the alleged defamation, it seems to curb the issues lies in Michelle reporting. She highlighted that she made an appointment on Kenya's business website only to find a place closed upon arrival. Additionally, there's talks that Kenya is she by having Michelle having a scoop on some explicit photos before the public became knowledge of. Michelle also discussed about other controversy in Kenya, including accusation of colorist remarks by Claudia Jordan, which have been caught on tape multiple times. Kenya frustrated might stems from Michelle for getting the latest gossip revealing unflattering truths. This developing situation is bound to stir up more drama in the world of reality TV. I want to say this. Let me scroll up here so y'all can see the picture here. Michelle ATLIEN Brown, number one, is not the reason for Kenya business flopping. Kenya business is flopping because of number one, Kenya is a bad businesswoman. The average housewife on Real House, they're not good businesswomen. First of all, they're not good wives. And if you fail as a wife, that's a sign you're going to fail as a business owner. Because having a marriage is a business. People forget you get a marriage license like a business license. So if you can't keep a husband, which is your business partner, now that's a chance you're not going to know how to operate a hair store or a clothing store. And she's Kenya was talking to Claudia, and Claudia was inserting herself. So I'm going to sue her too. But Claudia said about Michelle ATLIEN Brown, called her Gary Coleman, and was making fun of her and was laughing when fucking Anita was calling her Gary Coleman. And she said on Fox Soul, so why are you want to sue Michelle ATLIEN Brown? You do know she got money, because when Chris Stokes sued her, she won multiple times against Chris Stokes. That's Raspy Uncle. So it doesn't make any sense. Claudia said very colorist comments. She said, I only can see the black people by their teeth. Very just a stumped down colorist. And a flop employee of Fox Soul. She got fired, actually. And so lawsuits upon lawsuits, who cares? Claudia have been saying she's going to sue people forever, and she brag about this lawyer that never loses, but you got to pay that lawyer that money. You lost that $1,000 gig at Fox Soul. So how are you going to be able to afford that good old lawyer that you claim never lost a lawsuit? Okay. So this is what Claudia does. as well as Kenya Moore. All she does is all that. Honey, I'm hearing rumors you got fired, rumors to say you didn't get fired. You better hope you can keep on to that Real Housewife check, because if you get fired, a lot of them lose out on one season, have to go to the poorhouse because they're bad with money. They live beyond their means. They up there pretend like they so rich and they depend on them checks for a season, and then the check go, then they go into the poorhouse. So let's see how that lawsuit gonna turn out. Now, let's move on from the lawsuit. Okay, we're gonna see if they gonna if it's ever gonna be serious of it. Because whether you like what Wiley said or not, it's an injustice to one, it's injustice to all. They aim to stop freedom of speech. I agree. You're not lying. I agree. They aim to stop freedom of speech. I agree. When I talk about the political stuff, baby, they don't like it, especially when you're not coming from a Democratic place. I'm going to start just going live on X, baby, because the X views are real. We got 70 people. Thank God for the 70, okay? Y'all don't like that. See, if I ain't put Trump in the title, woof, it get all them clicks and views, child. It get all the clicks and views, but I'm gonna go right back to Trump. I don't care if they don't like it, child, because guess what? I'm still gonna eat. Amen. Shout out to y'all. Let me see what else they saying on Fox News. Because I guess they said we gonna make sure we suppress it. And then when people say like, "Well, I didn't even know you was live. I ain't get the notification. I didn't even know you was live. I didn't even get the notification." I get all that, which is so sad. But hey, when I get on Fox News, you got to worry about getting a notification. I'm on network television. Excuse me. So, we got another clip on Fox News came up. Okay, let's see. Man, I love this host. That's on Fox. Hold on. I gotta get all their names. Don't worry. I'm gonna get accustomed to y'all on Fox. Don't worry. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna know all the favorite. Don't worry, because this is yet another clip and another one.
President Joe Biden's address to the nation after a gunman attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. The current president said that Americans should not be enemies. We are neighbors, and he called for a moment of national unity, which are all great things to say, but you have to look at the president's actions. This president has tried to incarcerate his political opponent, and some of the things he said about him being a threat to democracy and a dictator to life and an enemy of the state really don't jive with the message we heard tonight. Trump just now landing in Milwaukee with his wounds still fresh. As you see there, descending the plane, Trump said he felt the bullet ripping through his skin.
Something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stair. Stair, get ready. Stair, get ready. We ready? Stop. Are we good? Shooter's down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's move. Let's move. We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
So we got to move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. Get the shoe.
Watch out.
Wait.
How'd this happen? We don't know if the alleged assassin acted alone or if he was a part of a conspiracy. The FBI is telling us he was a lone actor, but we don't trust the FBI. We don't trust the media. All Americans should be skeptical about what they hear. Reagan's wannabe assassin was a lone wolf. JFK's assassin wasn't. He had help, and there was a cover-up. So our job is to be curious. This is the most serious assassination attempt in 40 years. How can a man climb a ladder onto a roof, mount a rifle, and unload 8 rounds at a former president from 130 yards? We'll have a full report on the shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, coming up. The shots came from the roof of American Glass Research. It's a company that will be investigating. Did the shooter case the building beforehand? Why didn't the Secret Service, when they surveyed the site of the rally, account for this building? Why weren't there counter snipers on that roof?
Wow.
The Associated Press says a local police officer saw Crook climb the roof. But when he confronted him, Crooks pointed his rifle at him, and the officer retreated. And then Crooks opened fire on 45. The FBI is denying that report, which is weird because the FBI never comments on active investigations. Many other people noticed the shooter on the roof.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking?
Why did the crowd notice the shooter before law enforcement? Whose job it is to look for shooters?
That's a little bit. He's got a gun!
Multiple eyewitnesses told police they saw a man with a gun. How was Crooks able to fire 8 rounds at Trump before law enforcement returned fire?
What did you see and hear?
I noticed 2 officers that were looking for something or somebody. I was looking around myself and seeing a guy on top of one of the buildings go in between one building to the next, and went and told the officer that he was up there. And when I went back to my spot, I heard that people could still see the person from where they were standing. So I checked that out, and I went back to tell the officer that if he came over there, he could see them. And when I turned my back is when the shots started.
Why did it take 8 rounds to ring out before somebody returned fire? Sources tell Primetime that the counter sniper team that neutralized Crooks were Secret Service sharpshooters. But the Washington Post reports that the counter snipers were local cops. Now, if that's true, why is the Secret Service relying so heavily on locals? And why did the counter snipers who had their rifles trained on this assassin not shoot first? And why is the one agent's head popping up in the air? Why isn't he zeroed in on his scope? When the Secret Service descended on Trump, why'd they stay on stage for so long? If you listen closely, you can hear one of the female Secret Service agents completely confused. This lady wasn't prepared, and the Secret Service isn't answering any questions. They skipped out on their press conference last night, and today told us they wouldn't say anything. Some of the agents you're looking at don't look confident. How do you protect the president from sniper fire if you're not tall enough? Biden recently gave the head of the Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle, a bonus. Cheadle's a Biden hire. She was on his detail when he was VP, and he brought her back, and her main focus has been hiring more women. One of her female agents just had a nervous breakdown on Kamala's detail. They covered up the cocaine in the White House, covered up for Hunter. Naomi Biden's agent had their vehicle carjacked. How is it that the head of the Secret Service hasn't tendered a resignation today? Why hasn't Biden fired Cheadle? Biden didn't fire anybody after Afghanistan, didn't fire Mayorkas after the border. Cheadle's got to go. And nobody can trust this investigation because the same people investigating this assassination attempt produced the Russia hoax, launched a coup against Trump, raided his house, and are trying to put him in prison now. Congressman Michael Waltz says reliable sources tell him the Trump team has been putting in repeated requests for stronger Secret Service protection. The Secret Service denied this claim, but Obama had sheaths of bulletproof glass shielding him when he was running for president. And the Secret Service won't even check a roof with a clear line of sight to Trump's stage? This is one of the biggest moments in American history. We were an inch away from a live execution, and we deserve accountability, not a cover-up. If Trump can stay alive until November, he wins. But he has to stay alive as president, too. There was an angel in Pennsylvania last night. Donald Trump has been blessed. Sources say the president understands the moment and going forward will be running on peace, unity, and love. So hug your friends and family and embrace this message, but also brace yourself for more darkness because they'll stop at nothing.
Click here to
subscribe
to the Fox News YouTube page
I
to catch
agree.
our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
I
You
agree.
won't get it anywhere else.
I agree. There is multiple points that was beautifully made on Fox. I agree. Sus need to resign. The head of the Secret Service, she got to resign. And I cannot wait to tune into the RNC. So I'm gonna get a flyer made. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna get a flyer made, and I'll probably just stay on X to do my to do the RNC, to cover the RNC. I'm probably not even gonna bring it to YouTube and just focus on X and all that, because it's like 32 people on X, and I'll probably just do it on X. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I should do it on YouTube and on X? Let me know. But it's like 32 people on X. I'm gonna get a good title for that. But man, this could have went another way. God, thank you, Jesus, that the President Trump is still standing. And we know he's gonna be the new president. He just has to survive. So Jada said both. So okay, we'll do both. We're gonna cover the RNC. Man, I wish I was there. I don't got no producers in Milwaukee, but no worries, no worries. I probably need to get the DNC so I can get to that. I can just stay at my mom's house. Anyway, I love you all. God is good. God is great. Let me see if there's any more Fox News clips, but this was a disaster. This was a disaster of the Secret Service. I'm blaming the leadership because the Secret Service don't really have these type of hiccups. It's been years since assassination attempt happened. Been decades. You have to go back in the 80s.
So also breaking right now, of course.
You have to go back in the 80s. Let me make sure we got all the clips. Okay, we got all the clips that I wanted to play. This is about the security about the RNC. Okay, I'm not gonna play that clip. I'll play this clip because
Special report.
We know the RNC gonna have extra layers of security. Okay, let's go to this one.
Anchor Brett Baer is live in Milwaukee ahead of tomorrow's Republican National Convention. He joins us now. Brett, you've seen a lot of things. You've covered a lot of things. We didn't see this coming. Or did we?
Did not see this coming. Good morning.
Or did we? Yeah.
I tell you, well, yeah, that's true. I mean, you guys have been talking about a lot of things, about worries about this. I'm on the floor of the convention site, and as you can see, they're getting ready, final preparations, and the stage behind me, and then up in the corner, you can see our Fox News booth. That's Shannon Bream, just Fox News Sunday. Everybody's getting ready. I walked into, I ran into the RNC chairman, Watley, this morning. He said everything's going to go forward, that they are really stepping up security, and I can testify to that. It took us a long time to get through the lines to get here this morning, so the security is already noticeably different. You know, listen, this convention is going to be different after what happened yesterday. There already was this sense that the Trump campaign, the former president, was going to make a pitch about strength versus weakness. And that was kind of the pitch going in. It fits into this. The strength after that picture, after that moment, after what happened, and that indelible image of him putting his fist in the air has really galvanized a lot of Republicans we've talked to, saying that this was a moment of strength in the worst moment possible. So expect that to be a theme now that they really hit on. They were already going to hit on. Dana White was going to introduce and may be the introduction to the former president, saying that he is the strongest guy he's known, and obviously Dana White, the head of the UFC. I think really what your last conversation was really important about where this investigation goes, what we know about this shooter, what exactly we're finding out day to day. You know, a lot of different media have been focused on that he's a registered Republican. They leave out the fact that he donated to a progressive cause, just a small donation at the inauguration day, 2021. There's very little online presence about this guy, Thomas Crooks, and he's 20 years old. So we have a lot to learn in coming hours and coming days. But here, as far as the politics goes, there's a sense of galvanizing and moving behind the former president like we really haven't seen in a number of weeks.
You know, it does feel a bit, and I'm not suggesting it's crass on your part because we have to go there. It does feel crass to talk politics in this moment, but it's an inherently political act, isn't it, Brett? And its impacts are going to be huge when it comes to politics. And, you know, I wonder, Brett, two things. Pete and I and Rachel have all been talking about, does it undercut the central Democratic theme of his reelection campaign, that Donald Trump's a threat to democracy? You can't keep this kind of rhetoric up. And secondarily, all of a sudden, that image alone right there, I think it galvanizes more than the base. I have to wonder how it affects independents.
Yeah. Listen, I think the former Attorney General Bill Barr coming out and saying that this is really something the Democrats should not be talking about, the threat to democracy, because it is fueling a lot of fervor against the former president and his supporters. The other side says tone it down on the other side. The bottom line is that this changes this race. I know politics talking about this after this, it's all about digesting what happened yesterday, talking to the Trump people. That's what they're doing today. The former president, we're told, is in great spirits, and we should hear from him soon.
Yeah.
Well, he is a fighter.
Well, Brett Baer, thank you. People can check out Special Report live from the RNC in Milwaukee today through Thursday. Brett, thank you very much.
All right, there you go. So, you know, my point with the RNC, this is a definitely a blessing for Trump to show a force of strength. The Republican Party is unified. Democratic Party not so much, because Biden is weak. And Democrats, they're just shitting right now on themselves because they don't know how to spin this. Even The View, when The View talk about this on Monday, they can't even say you know who. They actually got to say President Trump. It was an attempt on President Trump life. It would be stupid to say it was an attempt on you know who life. That's stupid to say. And Whoopi Goldberg is one of the most stupidest women ever. She's an amazing actress, but a stupid host. There's a difference. Because I don't like when she said, you know who. Like, that's just stupid. I hope she don't even host tomorrow. I don't even watch The View. She's just stupid. Like I don't watch it. I just watch clips of it. Anyway, but my point is this: Black people must vote for Trump. And I hope and pray that they watch. And I don't understand why Roland Martin not going to air the Republican National Convention. Let me see if he's even going to go there. He probably don't have the donations. Let me see. Let's see. Let me go to Roland. Let me see what Roland's saying. Let me see what Roland's saying. Lauren said Joe Biden is responsible for the shooting. I understand what she's talking about. Yeah. What she's lying. I thought this was a Friday account. The Republican district attorney in Bolton County, PA, should immediately file charges against Joseph Arbine for inciting an assassination. Oh, these are people here. Here's how you're wrong. Read this and tell me where the violent rhetoric is coming from. 350 pages. Wait a minute. What is Roland saying? Megan Kelly said, if Joe Biden really wants to lower the temperature in our politics, he should call off Jack Smith as soon as he starts his big boy day at 11 a.m. on Monday. Roland Martin said, quote, "What a stupid idea, Megan Kelly. No president should tell a special prosecutor what to do. Then again, this is no shock because you are supporting Donald Trump, who wants to do that very thing. It's called equal justice under law, even for Donald Trump." Elon Musk said, so before being in charge of protecting the president, she was guarding bags of Cheetos. So Roland Martin said to Elon Musk, the owner of X, he said, a total asshole. Baby, Roland Martin is up here cussing. They say exposing Clay Travis. Remember when Clay Travis spent literal weeks sharing every details he could about the Nashville school shooting simply because she was trans? Yeah, you don't get to play that both ways. What a complete, utter hypocrite. Somebody said, as a reminder for when a Republican inadvertently blamed the shooting on mental health, 205 of them voted against a bill to expand school mental health services. They said the hardest picture of all time. Then somebody put a picture of the civil rights movement. They always want to make stuff about civil rights. So love this. Democrat Jessica just called out the Republican hypocrisy on political violence live on Fox News. Democrat wish Trump well. Republicans laugh at Paul Pelosi. They're just like, Paul Pelosi ain't a former president. Girl, these people, Jessica, girl, have a seat. How you gonna compare a husband of the Speaker of the House to a former president? There's no comparison, honey. Okay. You better be glad I wasn't no Fox, so I'm gonna have to get you together, honey. With love. I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. What else? Let's see. Rolling up that posted civil rights pictures. Lord have mercy. Then Roland retweeted, who else is incredibly proud to call Joe Biden the president? Roland, you sad. He got me blocked, so I had to go on my troll account, y'all. Roland got me blocked. Baby, Roland Martin got me blocked. Baby, Roland Martin got me. Let me show y'all. Roland Martin got me blocked. This is sad. I was like to tweet Roland Martin to be like, why you got Wiley blocked? They're just stupid. Baby, Roland Martin. Let's go to Roland Martin. Hold on. I think it's like Roland S. Martin. Hold on. Roland So I want y'all to see this. Roland Martin. He blocked us because we promoted Fox News. I just like, what? This man got us blocked as block can be. He got us blocked. Only because we promoting Fox News and we promoting conservative values. That is just weak. That is weak. Let me go on Twitter. Let me talk about this. Let me post this on let me go in my video. Oh, but still okay. Y'all, Roland Martin got me blocked on Twitter because I'm a conservative and I believe that Trump should win in November. So Roland Martin got me blocked because I called him out and said, let's debate. Let's have a conversation on my YouTube channel about Trump, and let me come on your show. Because he bring all these Republicans on his show, these black Republicans, and he yell at them, they get scared. I don't get scared. I'm not scared of Roland Martin. Clearly, I can go toe-to-toe with Roland. And I want to promote conservative values. I want to promote Make America Great Again, the agenda of the Republican Party. And the policy that Trump going to bring in for Black America, like the Platinum Plan, et cetera, and bringing down inflation and bringing and erasing all these wars and stopping these wars. But Roland got me blocked, y'all. Reese, can you tell your boss Roland to unblock me? I don't understand that. I ain't cuss him out. I just promote conservative values. I ain't scared of you, Ro. Unblock Wally so we can have a debate. All right, let's tag. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up, y'all. We're going to do this right before I get off the air. Okay. Hold up. this really gonna get the Democrats. Let me hashtag Project 2025 because that sounds like the boogeyman. Okay. Ooh! Wait a minute. Okay, it's uploading. It's uploading. Wait a minute, y'all. Ooh! Baby, it is uploaded. Oh, I cannot wait. Please upload when I get up because I have to share this. I have this, y'all. Roland Martin got me blocked as block can be. Roland got me blocked, y'all. Don't worry. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Roland got me blocked. Hold up. It's uploaded. It's uploading. It's uploading. Woo! Roland got me blocked, y'all. I don't know why Roland got me blocked. I ain't did nothing. He got me blocked. For what? I ain't did nothing wrong. Uh-oh, it's up there. He got me blocked. Where's Jay at? I'm going to tag Tariq Nasheed. Hold up. I'm going to tag him in this too. Where's Tariq Nasheed? Because he can't stand Roland Martin. All up. And I'm about to tag. Like, that is sad to me. This man got me blocked as blocking me. Let me go on Instagram. What's up, IG? Now listen, I was minding my own business, and Roland Martin from the Roland Martin Unfiltered, he got me blocked. Roland Martin, y'all, got me blocked. I'm just telling Roland, I'm saying, listen here, Roland, I want to come on your show, and we ain't had from you. And you running from us. We want to interview you, Roland Martin. I want to have a debate on your show. You calling out everybody on Fox. They ain't going to bring you on Fox News. Okay? We want to go on your show. And the man blocked us. We promoting conservative values. I'm voting for Trump. I endorse Trump for president. And Roland just blocked us. I guess he said, hell no, you voting for Trump. Yeah. This man be begging Democrats. Let me tell y'all something. Roland Martin, let me put his picture up here. Give me a second. Because Roland Martin be begging Democrats. He be sitting up there begging Democrats. And he have done whole segments of like, Democrats not paying him fairly, Pepsi Cola not giving him a multi-million-dollar deal, the DNC not giving him no commercial money. Like he go all the way around. Even when he were even doing shows about Trump, it gets no views live because the connection be bad. So we've been trying to get Roland Martin on the show. And Roland been running from us. We even sent him a story about bad nursing homes. Roland Martin ignored us. He's supposed to be a journalist. It's people in Houston, in Dallas, that's getting effed up in nursing homes. He don't care nothing about it. So we said, Roland, hey, how about you come on our show? How about we do a debate? He want to block us. And because he know you're not going to overtalk me. You can yell at me all you want. I'm going to finish my point. Because the thing about Roland, he brings people on his show and he yells at them, talk about them so bad, don't let them finish their points, and they get scared to go on there. I'm not scared. Because first of all, I know I'm going to tell the truth. And I feel that Trump is best for Black people. And let me say this. Project 2025 is bad for Black America. Have you read it? It's 900 pages. I didn't read it, but Taraji said, Taraji, the same woman that was crying because Oprah didn't pay her fairly? You listening to her? Who sat there and said she haven't gotten a raise since Empire? The same Empire where Jess Smollett lied and said a Trump supporter put bleach on his face? You listening to her? Okay, I see why you running with a lie, because you listening to a liar. And if you haven't read all 900 pages of the Project 2025, don't tell me nothing about it. You didn't read it. So there's no need to have a debate about something you have not read. Taraji didn't even tell you what was in Project 2025. She just said, read it. Honey, did you read it? We know you don't read your contract, because you would have seen in that page 1 that they're not going to pay you fairly. Did you read the terms of your contract? So let's not talk about reading here. You should have read that contract, because you said, I was not going to do the Oprah, the color purple. I almost didn't take it. That's your fault. You signing up not to get paid. That's a you problem. It ain't a Black issue. That's a you problem. And you have the audacity to come against Trump, and Kamala Harris couldn't even show up at the BET Awards and do the Dougie or the Kirk Franklin bop with you at the BET Awards. Stop playing with me, honey. Stop it. You're uneducated. Roland, you're ignorant. Taraji, you don't be sitting down with the right folks. It's not sitting down with white. It's sitting down with right. R-I-G-H-T. Roland wants y'all to be begging Democrats what you got the power to do for yourselves. Roland is stress eating. He's oozing with aggressiveness on his chest because he's stress eating, because he's trying to adapt a conservative mindset with Democrats. It ain't gonna work. All he does is go out of breath, get hoarse, want us to vote for people that's not paying you fairly. Nancy Pelosi didn't go on your show. Neither did her husband. Jasmine Crockett barely go on your show. Stop talking. When the last time President Biden came to Roland Martin Unfiltered? When the last time his press secretary went and took a trip down the street to that studio? You think Biden care about Black folks? If he did, why he ain't on your show? Why you ain't asking him no questions? Talk back to me in this chat, Roland. You want to block somebody, block yourself for begging them Democrats. You was aggressive with Nancy Pelosi, the former Speaker of the House, because she haven't cameo. So neither did Congressman Jamie, whatever his name is. He ain't on the show. The head of the Democratic Party in the House didn't come on your show and do no sit-down interview. I'm talking about a sit-down. They right up the street from your studio. You brag about it. But you want to block a black man? Roland, when the last time you did a story about people that's black getting their ass kicked in nursing homes? Getting feed slop? When the last time you did a story about that, Roland? Or are you waiting for Fox News to do it so then you can talk about them? I don't understand. You're not a lover. You're not a voice of Black America. You are a voice of tap dancing for the Democrats. You ain't a voice for me. Because you say Texas is wrong. Texas is right. Because you ain't lived in Texas, baby. You live in Virginia. So you don't know nothing that be going on in Texas. You was born and raised in Texas, still got a house in Texas, for your mama and them can live there for free. You gonna try to tell me about the governor of Texas, and you haven't been a full-time resident in decades. Stop talking. Then you want to get your finger and block me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, all because I'm uplifting conservative values. You trash for that, brother. You're not even paying Reese. They do your show for free. How much are you paying them to get up on that show? How much are you paying them? Nothing. And all y'all do talking about Biden. Biden ain't giving Roland no multi-million-dollar checks. If he did, y'all would be able to be paid contributors like they are on Fox, CNN, MSNBC. You tap dancing for the Democratic Party, Roland Martin, and they not giving you no multi-million-dollar check. If they ain't racist, if they love black people, why haven't they given you, Roland, with the Black Star Network? Why you not on their payroll? Talk back to me in this chat. And then you have the audacity to talk about President Donald Trump. You have the audacity to talk about Fox News. Are you stuck on stupid? You dissing Fox, using their clips for viewership so you and your wife can eat Popeyes because you eating unhealthy. That's why you gained the weight. Talk, saying that out. You lied and said you was eating healthy. You drenched your Simon, your food in grease. These are facts. You unhealthy because you're eating fast food. You're not eating fruits and vegetables. If you is, it's drained in grease and it's fried. I'm just being honest. But when we be honest about you, Roland, there's a problem and there's an issue. You want to block. You a coward. You weak. What about your wife's show that she had? Nobody watched it. What about the Brother Muhammad's show that he had? Nobody watched it. They all left to get better yields. They got tired of working for free. You bring Reese on there, and I love Reese. Beautiful sister. All she does is cuss, say don't vote for Trump, MFers. But you working on Roland's show for free. And if Fox call you today, you gonna be on Fox. It's that simple. The reason why you hate Fox is they ain't call you to do the show, allegedly. I'm just saying, to be a paid contributor. But y'all sit and drag Fox News as fake news. How? Roland, what made you so real? Because you loud, black, and big? That make you real? No. What you do is you dominate the conversation is because you're the loudest in the room. You're not the right. Because you never had me on your show and we go back and forth. You're the same brother that it was a 21-year-old brother on the screen on your show. And you dragged that man because he said he don't want to be begging Democrats. He a conservative. Dragged him, cussed him out, yelled. All because he didn't want to be no Democrat. The Democratic Party have failed Black America, Roland. They failed you. You do a whole show to do the bidding of the DNC, and they're not sending you massive money. You're doing their bidding. You're tap dancing for them. You're teaching Hillary Clinton how to dance. You're teaching her the type of the brand of hot sauce she should use on her chicken that she do not eat. You eating the chicken. You eating the hot sauce. But they ain't giving you no check. When the last time Hillary Clinton was on your show, Roland? When the last time President Clinton was on your show? Hell, when was the last time President Obama was on your show? You selling a book for $10 is because you need the money. You got to sell a book of something that you talked about Obama for over almost 10 years ago. So how dare you criticize Trump? You a liar. Your show ain't worth millions with that quality, bad connection. Mics don't be working. If you making all that money, why can your people go live in your studio Monday through Friday? It's because you say you ain't getting the funding. So that means your show ain't worth multi-million dollars. You lying. Because if it's worth multi-million dollars, why you can't go live Monday through Sunday? Why I got to be Monday through Friday? You so desperate and greedy for airtime, you don't even give time for your voice to rest because you're out there doing the bidding and oozing for them Democrats. They don't give a damn about you, Roland. Do you know why? Because you criticize sometimes the Democratic Party. That's why they don't come to your show. And they feel like your show is low budget. With glass tables and all of artwork, and then one of your set got dirty gym shoes. They don't care nothing about your show. They go right past your show to go to Fox, go to CNN. They go to your show if they got time on their phone, they'll call in. That's if they got time. Your show is low budget to Democrats. It is what it is. Whether you want to admit it, it's low budget to Democrats. All you do is talk down to Black people, and especially young people. You mad because I'm young and I'm a Republican? They do exist. It's because of the Republican Party in Texas that I've gotten the help for my mental health. When I was in Illinois, run by Democrats, your homeboys, they pushed my Black ass back on the streets. I had to go to Texas to get help. A red state. A red state. A red state. That's where it's hard to dilute it. All you do is talk about how the police is killing Black folks and blah, 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 blah. Well, this Black man survived multiple encounters with the Texas Police Department, the Dallas Police Department, the Plano Police Department, the Carrollton, Texas Police Department. Multiple encounters. I'm still breathing. So that debunked your rhetoric that police officers kill Blacks because they Black. You a liar. And I'm living proof of that. You don't bring voices to challenge your point of view. The reason why you love Reese is because she believes in your rhetoric. The reason why you like the doctor over there that work at Howard University that's full with mold and it's bad treatment, mismanagement over there. Howard University don't even know how to balance their budget and treat their students with dignity and respect. So if that doctor that teaches about Black history, if he can't get the Black leadership to teach to teach and to treat the students of Howard with dignity and respect, he needs to shut up. Dr. Greg Carr, you are ignorant and weak because you talk about Trump, but then you go back to a school that's full of mold falling apart because of mismanagement of funds. Stop talking. Until you tell Howard University to get that school so those students don't be inhaling the mold, stop talking about Trump. Stop talking. because you get in the seat of judgment and you work for a school that's full of mold. They don't even know how to manage a checkbook. They get millions. They don't know how to fix a school. You don't believe me? Go ask the students of Howard in the dormitory. How's it treating you? How's the smell? How's the plumbing? And that is a story at multiple HBCUs. But Roland, all he does is criticize Republicans. They're evil. They're racist. But yet he got a house in a Republican state that his parents live in and thrive in. But yet it got 2 homes. So if Republicans are so bad, why you don't sell your home, take your parents to go live with you and your wife in Virginia? If Texas is so bad. He talk about the governor of Texas and then go to Texas, eat barbecue, fried chicken, go to his house, his niece and nephews live at, and then those that do come to his studio, they incompetent because they don't know how to run no control room. Your staff at Roland Martin Unfiltered is incompetent. It is what it is. They don't know how to run no control room. Y'all don't do meetings. You talk about one story. Hey, that ain't the right one. Go to the other slide. Go to the other slide. You do all that talking about Fox. I never seen any of the hosts of Fox News yell at the control room. You know why? Because they know what the fuck they doing. That little shit you doing over there, Roland Martin Unfiltered, it is a ghetto operation. It's ghetto. 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 And it's ignorant. It's run ghetto. And all you do when the sound don't go right, you yelling at your staff. Bruh, you the owner. You don't do no pre-production meeting before y'all go on the air. You don't do a testing 1, 2, 3 before you go on the air. But yet you want to block me? Block that lying tongue of yours. And I'm going to be on you. Because blocking me, I still can talk about you. You emotional. You can't take somebody challenging you. You a Scorpio. You a strong-minded person. So am I. I'm just with the Republicans with a right mind. You're not. You with the Democrats. Please pay me fairly. They're not going to pay you fairly. I'm going to do a whole show talking about Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola. Why should they give you a dime when you barely get to crack 1,000 views? You want them to pay you $5 million and you not even bringing in $5 million per episode. Make that make sense. But then you pander and you draw the heartstrings of black folks with the sympathy card. But I tell you why you don't go to the White House and tell them to give you a check. Go tell Biden to give you a check. Why can't you be in the press room and ask questions? Oh, because it's going to cost about 100-some thousand. I only got it. But I thought you said your company was worth millions. Make it make sense. So, you can block Brother Wiley. Ask me, do I care? I don't. But I will expose the hypocrisy of Brother Roland. You're a hypocrite. Because you sat there and you blocked me all because I told the truth. I told the truth. And you're mad because you're defending Kamala Harris, who have not came on your show in the studio with her Secret Service. Why is she not on your show? Why? Just why? All you does on your Twitter account is to talk about Trump, how Trump is so bad. I don't see Trump begging for Cash Apps and Zelles and PayPals and yelling when people don't pay him fairly. I don't see Fox News. Send me a Cash App. Send me a Zelle. Send it right now. If you're black, you should send it. I don't see Fox News saying that. But yet they're fake news. They always have a Democratic on there, a liberal opinion, and a conservative opinion. It's a well-balanced conversation. It's not one-sided. Roland, he barely brings black Republicans. He yells at those that come to make them look stupid. And then they allow Roland to do all that yelling. Not with me. I'm like, after you get through yelling, Roland, calm down, sir. I would like to finish my point before you start doing all that yelling. This ain't a Popeyes drive-through with a messed up intercom. I'm going to be able to finish my point. Respectfully, sir. Because all he does is yell and yell and yell and yell. Yeah. And I did not like what you did to Ernest Owens. You yelled at him because this brother wanted to do something at the the National Black Journalist. He wanted to run up, I guess, to be the treasurer, and you was mad. You can't do that position. Like, who are you to gatekeep that? And that's why you lost a great member, Ernest Owens, a great journalist, by the way. But your jealousy, like you're jealous of young, and you are homophobic. You don't like gay people. That's probably why you don't like me. Did CNN suspend you for making going after a gay person using a gay slur? And you try to act like you didn't mean to say it, that it was a typo? You're rolling. You don't like gay people, okay? You're from Texas. You're a Catholic. And you don't like gays. You love to eat. You don't care if a gay person cook your food. Because clearly, whether they gay, black, or otherwise, you're going to eat it. You understand? And you're stress eating. I get it. That's stressful to be begging somebody to pay you fairly and they're not paying you fairly. That is a very stressful thing. But don't block me. I'm trying to get you off that stress eating diet. How is it? A 33-year-old man, Marquise L. Wiley, losing weight, going to the gym, and you've been working out for the last 20 years and haven't lost a pound. You used to work out in the gym. You can't do that no more because you're too busy doing all those speeches because you got to pay your bills. Roland S. Martin ain't bringing in the money. The donations ain't donating. The donors ain't donating like that. Because with this high inflation, your demographic got bills to pay. They don't have the $20 to send to you so you can go and cater Popeyes for you and Dr. Greg Carr can eat chicken and talk about Trump and yell. And then Dr. Carr, he got all them books in his room and don't even have the audio working. No shade towards Dr. Carr. I believe he's a great historian, but I see why he's not on CNN. He don't even know the difference between turn the audio on versus getting off of mute. Okay. Roll that. Respectfully, sir, you cannot say Trump is evil and Biden does great things better than Trump when you are one of Biden's defenders, very vocal for Biden. And then on the hand, you cry because they don't give you a check. Yikes. That's sad. That is sad. Roland, why can't you be at the RNC? Oh, you can't be at the RNC because you ain't got the money. You doing all that stress eating, Roland Martin. You coming against Fox News. They at the RNC. They got a whole booth. Why Roland Martin can have a whole booth? I know what you're going to say. You don't got the funding. Black media, we don't get the type of funding like that. Well, shouldn't you just stop promoting Biden? Because they're not giving you nothing. They give you the scraps. You shouldn't say Biden is great until the DNC and Biden, all the campaign, giving you $3.5 million. But they think your operation is ghetto. It's a YouTube operation. They don't respect you as a news organization. They look at you as a YouTuber, an obese YouTuber. That's what they look at. And you know they look at you that way. They don't answer your emails. You just be emailing. I emailed you about the nursing homes at Hillcrest and North Dallas. You know what you did with that email? Nothing. So you're not a journalist. You don't chase stories. You just wait till Fox News say something, then you say something. You wait till a police officer kill a black man because they always innocent in your eyes. You have to find the Fox News to find the truth, because every case, black people never do nothing wrong. All of them are just innocent, and we know that's all a lie. And the only one that come on that big crump, but when he come on your show, he on the iPhone, connection bad, he behind the car. But when he's on mainstream media, HD quality, because he think your stuff is BS too. But do Ben Crump funnel some of them monies or them multi-million-dollar settlements that he getting? Did you all know that Ben Crump make these families sign contracts to be with him? Did you all know that? Roland don't talk about that. Roland think Ben Crump is the Black America Attorney General. That is a bunch of BS. He is not my Attorney General. He black. He's an attorney, but he ain't no general. He's a grifter. He just be praying that a police officer do something to a black so he can get some money. He go to them black families, they don't have no piece of education. Get them papers, they cry, they emotional, they get the sign. He get them hats and trench coats. He say, they so racist and they won't release the body cam footage. Baby, the body ain't even cold. He automatically believe that the police officers are racist. He don't care about the body cam footage. If it is shown that they had a weapon, he is spitting. Well, they should have been talked. They should have did not. They should have just ducked. That's being corrupt. He's a grifter. He ain't no black attorney general. He black, but they try to make it seem like he's a black savior. No, he not. He only show up when it's his money. If there's no money involved, it ain't gonna happen. How many nursing homes have he sued on behalf of black people getting their ass kicked and abused and neglected in nursing homes? I've never seen it. Never. How many of the white residents have he stood for that is getting mistreated in these nursing homes across the country? Never. How many stories have Roland Martin talked about the bad nursing home care in America? Never. But you know countless hundreds of thousands of police videos he find and lie about. He never brings somebody to defend the police because he think all police officers are racist. And that's a whole lot. That's why he stress eat, because it's a lie. All police officers are not racist. Most of them police cases that he talk about, the police had every right to neutralize the threat. But you got to be a strong black man to say that. Because he said it on Roland, Dr. Greg Carr, no, shut up. Bring me on that. I guarantee you ain't going to overtalk me. I'm going to do all that yelling, and I'm going to get my point, and I'm going to say this. So, I had to say that about Brother Roro, because Brother Roro blocked me on Twitter. Give me a second. All right. Brother Roro. Or is it Uncle Roro? That's what I'm saying. We these people, and I'm telling y'all, Brother Roro. That's all I'm gonna say is Brother Roro. Let me tag on it over here. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna go. Thank you all for y'all support. And I will see y'all in the next video. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. Oh, let's beg for some money. Let's get rolling off the screen. I learned this from Rowan. Might as well ask for. I ain't getting no money from the Democrats. So let me put my Cash App, $Marquise Wiley28, Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. I will continue to talk about these people, the Roland Martin of the world, because he had to get this work because he blocked me. I didn't even do nothing. Only thing I'm doing is promote the Democrats' failure of America and uplifting the policy of the greatness of the future that we're going to have with President Trump. They mad. Rolling mad at Wiley. Girl. They is mad at Wiley. It don't make no sense. Cash App, $Marquise Wiley28, Zelle, WileyShow@gmail.com. Thank you, Latavia. I love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. And we'll be back tomorrow with some more videos that you can use. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.